Hello again. Welcome. I'm cooking again. This time, making an old steak. Boring. It's been sitting in the freezer for a little bit too long. I have to get groceries, so I gotta clean out that freezer because I got a little space and I gotta keep cycling through or else I end up with a boring old steak. And you know what? I've been toying around with this concept, so I'm just gonna do it to the steak now. Stir fry it up. Treat it like any other meat. I'm going to chop it up nice and fine, make it look pretty, throw it in the pan with the classics, and as always, load it with a bunch of vegetables, serve it on rice, and enjoy. So, hope you're not getting too bored of this, because I'm not getting too bored of this, and I'm going to keep cooking it. Onions first. Quick shot of oil. Just a nice little coat on the bottom of that pan. And my onions are never shy when it comes to getting in the pan. In they go. It's garlic time. Ginger. Pan's heating up. Toss the rest of those delicious little guys in. And we move on to this steak. I like steak. I like marinating it. I like putting on this nice little pan here and cooking a nice juicy steak. But today, this guy's getting fried up and flavored with the pan instead of before. Nice thin slices on this guy. You want to cook nice and quick. It's also a fast way to cook a steak if you're just looking to speed up your cooking process. A little bit more labor intensive though. Right before I throw them in, salt and pepper. Get a nice coating on all this. But real basic. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy going on here. Just the standard old what I pretty much do all the time. In they go. More chopping to come. Don't you worry. Turn it up even more. And add my newest best friend, soy sauce. Goodness gracious, what a delicious flavor. Not too much. But man, it's basically just like a marinade in a bottle and it works right in the pan, so you skip the whole marinating part of the marinade. Brilliant. Like I said, chopping is time. Now. in that order specifically. I got these little carrots. They're for lunches and snacking on, but I also love carrots, especially when it comes to cooking up any kind of beef. As with everything else, in it goes. And keep on chopping. I'll move it on to some celery for this one. I love a little pile of celery there. Get in there! Little cabbage. You can chop a cabbage and just kind of slice off chunks at a time, but I like doing the tedious way of peeling layer by layer until it gets to this point, obviously, where it's pretty much a huge waste of your life to try to peel off a layer. So hack it in half, make sure you keep the stem attached, and you can still wrap it up for later. And then what are we doing next? I don't know, chopping something? Probably. Awesome. One last veg to chop. I can't get enough of peppers. I throw them in at the end of pretty much everything, especially every stir fry. So, peppers it is. Just take a quick stir before we get all hasty and jumping into those peppers, because they don't need a lot of cooking. I could eat this thing raw, it's so delicious. So, just to soften it up in the pan, make it kind of similar in consistency to everything else in the meal. Just kind of smooths through the entire bite when you're getting real into this delicious little meal we got going. I think one quick splash of this magical sauce is all this guy needs to start coming together just the way we need. Back to, you guessed it, chopping something up. And if it's you cooking this meal, you, as always, cut as many veggies or as little veggies as you want. If it's a timing thing, just cut a couple veggies. If you need to prepare them before cooking and you got the time for it, go for that, because that makes this a lot easier. Then you can just stir and focus on just cooking the veggies up instead of having to speed chop through your way to the destination. You can chop beforehand and be ready to rock right when you turn that pan right on. But really, who's got time to pre-chop veggies? I want to be eating as soon as I start cooking. So I gotta keep myself as busy as I can, just so I don't start snacking on raw foods. Or just sugary, nasty treats I've kicked about the house because I like spoiling myself once in a while. Oh, here we go. Now I get to start really having a better look at this instead of just chopping to oblivion. Got all my chops in. Everything's going well. And if you've watched a couple of videos already, you know the vinegar's coming. Oh boy, oh boy. Getting too many spices going on over here. Can't get to this important stuff. It's already time to serve this meal, pretty much. I feel like I just started. That's the glory of chopping while you cook. Oh my goodness. That is a bit of a ridiculously large pile of food. Holy moly. I might not be able to get through all this. I might have to spray some sesames all over the place. Just for a little bit of extra presentation over there. You see that? Gorgeous. You see this? Wow. That's quite the meal. Pulled together from a crappy old steak. I think stir frying your meat is a great option almost all the time. If you're looking for just a way to shake it up. Today's the day. Enjoy it.